If you're over 50 and you've noticed the weight creeping on even though you're eating the same way you always have, I need you to listen to me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to tell you is the reason 90% of doctors never explain to their patients. Your metabolism after 50 doesn't just slow down a little. It changes the way your body processes every single meal you eat, and if you don't adjust what you're eating right now, that slow creep turns into 20, 30, even 40 pounds within a few years. And here's the part that should genuinely worry you. It's not just about how your clothes fit. Stubborn weight gain after 50 is one of the earliest warning signs of insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is the quiet engine behind heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. So this isn't about vanity. This is about your long-term survival, and the foods I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes could be the difference between reversing this right now or watching it spiral for the next decade. Let me explain why this happens in the first place, because once you understand it, everything else makes sense. After 50, your body produces less growth hormone, and for women, far less estrogen. Both of these hormones used to help you burn fat efficiently. Without them, your body starts storing fat instead of burning it, especially around your belly and waist. At the same time, your muscle mass naturally declines about 3 to 5% every decade after 30, and muscle is what burns calories even while you're resting. Less muscle means a slower resting metabolism, which means the same plate of food that kept you lean at 35 is now being stored as fat at 55. But stay with me, because this next part is the one most doctors completely skip. Here is something almost nobody talks about. Your liver plays a massive role in metabolism after 50, and a sluggish, fatty liver can quietly tank your ability to burn fat no matter how little you eat. If you've ever felt like you're eating less than your friends but still gaining more weight than them, this could be exactly why. The foods I'm about to walk you through don't just help with weight. They specifically target liver function, blood sugar stability, and muscle preservation, all three at once. And before I go further, if any of this sounds like what's been happening to you, stay with me until the end, because I'm also going to show you the one mistake almost everyone over 50 makes that actually accelerates this whole problem without realizing it. Let's start with the first food, and this one might surprise you. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, and research has consistently shown omega-3s help reduce inflammation that interferes with insulin sensitivity. When your insulin sensitivity improves, your body stops storing every extra carbohydrate as fat and starts using it for energy instead. Aim for at least 2 servings a week, and if you can, choose wild-caught over farmed, because the omega-3 content is significantly higher. The second food is going to feel almost too simple, but don't underestimate it. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These are extremely low in calories but absolutely packed with magnesium, and magnesium is critical for regulating blood sugar and cortisol, your stress hormone. After 50, elevated cortisol is one of the biggest hidden contributors to stubborn belly fat. A simple side of sautéed greens with your dinner can make a measurable difference over just a few weeks. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the third food is one almost every list online gets wrong. Greek yogurt, but specifically the full-fat, unsweetened version. I know what you've been told for decades. Avoid fat, choose low-fat everything. But full-fat Greek yogurt is loaded with protein, which helps preserve the muscle mass you're losing. And the probiotics inside it support gut health, which we now know directly influences how efficiently your body regulates fat storage. The low-fat versions are often packed with added sugar to make up for the taste, which actually works against you. The fourth food matters more than people realize, and it's berries, specifically blueberries and raspberries. They're lower in sugar than most fruits, but extremely high in antioxidants called polyphenols, which research links to improved insulin response and reduced fat storage around the midsection. A handful with your breakfast is enough to start seeing the benefit. And the fifth food is one you've probably overlooked completely: extra virgin olive oil, not just for cooking, but as a dressing or even a spoonful on its own. The monounsaturated fats inside it have been shown to improve how your body responds to insulin and can specifically target reduction in visceral fat, which is the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs and drives so many of the health risks I mentioned earlier. Now, here's that one mistake I promised you, and this is the part that catches almost everyone off guard. Most people over 50 try to fix weight gain by cutting calories aggressively. They eat less and less, thinking less food means less fat. But this backfires completely, because when you drastically cut calories, your body interprets it as starvation and slows your metabolism down even further to protect itself, while also breaking down muscle for energy instead of fat. That means you end up with less muscle, a slower metabolism, and the weight comes right back, usually worse than before. The goal isn't eating less. It's eating smarter, with the foods I just walked you through, paired with enough protein to protect your muscle. If you've made it this far, you already care more about your health than most people your age, and that puts you ahead. But knowledge without action changes nothing. Make one simple change today. Add one of these 5 foods into your next meal. Just one. Small, consistent shifts are what actually reverse this pattern, not drastic overnight changes that you can't sustain. Before you go, I want you to do 2 things. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps more people over 50 find this information instead of the misleading advice that's everywhere online. And subscribe, because next week I'm covering the exact morning routine that resets insulin sensitivity in under 15 minutes, and you will not want to miss that one. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 foods you're starting with first. I read every single one, and I want to know exactly where you are starting your journey. Take care of yourself, start with just one change today, and I'll see you in the next video.